Well, here we go again. I've got another classic FIFA for you. Well, not so classic. Welcome back to FIFA 19. Not gonna lie to you, my memory of this game is a little bit on the hazy side. I mean, I remember it. I remember playing it. I remember building an ultimate team on it. I just don't remember, playing it as much as the others. They kind of all blur into one after a while, and the fact that I'm seeing Aston Villa in the Championship and Brentford and Leeds in the Championship, Forest in the Championship. Is that all they've got for me? Sheffield United currently in the Premier League. I mean, most of these teams are kind of what you would expect. So this was during a period where you literally had the likes of Huddersfield with that freak Premier League edition, Cardiff, Burnley, who I think either ended up getting relegated that year or the year after. Bournemouth are in there. Arsenal, Wolves, West Ham. West Ham are average at best normally. Right, I'm going for something different though this time around. I'm gonna go for Juventus. I'm gonna pit them up against not any of the League One clubs, that's for fucking sure. Let's go with Juventus versus PSG. From what I can remember of this game, it's very bright, very colourful. And they went for a lot more emphasis. It was another one where it felt arcadey. I mean, I know I said I can't barely remember playing it. From what I do remember though, it was a lot, as I say. Imagine like FIFA 9 for the Wii, where it had the weird Mii game mode on it, and if I had a Nintendo Wii in FIFA 9, I probably would play it for you and upload it. I remember this was the game where it was also, they changed the corners completely, I think. It might have been in FIFA 18, I can't actually remember. Just because I say it's arcadey doesn't mean I think that it's bad. Like the whole point of FIFA is it's supposed to be realistic. It's supposed to be a football game where you control football players, and it shouldn't feel like you're doing things that are kind of out of the ordinary. But this is a FIFA game I'm talking about, so a lot of the out of the ordinary things would happen. I feel like this is going to be one of those games where it's just kind of back and forth for a while. Oh. Nope. The trouble I've always had playing games like this, it's something that I need to learn as my YouTube journey progresses, is the fact that I tend to go a little bit quiet when I'm trying to concentrate on a game. Can I adjust the camera for this? Do you know what the annoying thing is? Kind of just... No, that's probably going to be too weak. No, it actually wasn't. I prefer the new free kicks. I actually prefer the new free kicks compared to the older ones. Just quite honestly, it just means you have a little bit more control over what you're doing rather than just kind of, I'm just going to try and do something random and hope I score. Whereas you got to aim a little bit, you got a little time limit to do it in, which you've always had anyway. Forget they made it so you couldn't change direction in which your goal kicks were, you had to do that all manually. Some things they've changed for the better, some things they really didn't. I mean, changing corners to you have to place a target was one of them. That was very irritating. Oh god, nearly ended up conceding there. Right. Over to Ronaldo. Nope. Through ball to Ronaldo. He's not off. He's not off. Can I just be cheeky about it? No. Yeah. That was a great ball into Ronaldo. I mean, I can still do the whole cutback things. It takes about 3 players just to shrug Ronaldo off the ball, though. Oh. Ooh. Well, nearly got him there. Neymar, Cavani. I don't know if this is just before or after Messi. What's the free kick for? Of course. No. Really don't want to be conceding at this point. Oh, go away. Oh, Dybala. Go on. Mandzukic. Back to Dybala. Tweedy. That was a poor place to try and take a shot. Someone's already injured. Fuck it. Let's go. It's nearly the end of the first half already. Let's try and get it on Ronaldo's noggin. Nope. Let's try a long shot from miles out. Nope. Just an FYI if you've made it this far into the video without clicking off, and I appreciate the fact that you stuck around to do so. Over the coming years or months or however long I do this for, I will probably revisit some of the older titles, like, you know, FIFA. Anything pre 2015, I'd say. You know, when it comes down to the newer ones, it's kind of already there. You kind of know what to expect. I mean, it's nice to revisit, and you kind of see what teams had who and when, and you kind of trigger memories into, like, you know, the history of everything. Like, you know, football is constantly evolving and changing, and teams are constantly evolving and changing. As I went through at the beginning with, you know, the likes of Aston Villa and Brentford and Sheffield United and everything else. I mean, and yes, this season Sheffield United has sat at the bottom of the table, but Aston Villa are flying under Unai Emery. It's a constantly changing game. I'm pretty sure there is a point, I think it's this season, the 2018 to 2019 season, that Bournemouth get relegated, and then literally a season later they get shot straight back up. Alright, let's see if we can try and get a goal in this second half, shall we? I don't really want to be doing pens and extra time and all that. Nope. Oh, that was a good turn. Mandzukic is a little bit slow. I'm beginning to remember more of this because I used to play as Juventus a lot when I played seasons. See, if EA kept, like, these servers up... Oh my god, I hit the bar. If EA kept the servers up in the older titles, then I know a lot of people would go back to some of them. Even if you just went screw it, open them periodically, like, alright, just out there. Let's open up FIFA 7's servers. How much of a player base that would draw back? Like when Microsoft acquired Activision and they reset all the servers for the old CODs, and the old CODs were booming. I mean, I have a funny feeling if Microsoft owned EA, it would be that sort of thing. There would be servers coming back up on older titles, because Xbox have always been about backwards compatibility. That's why I've stuck around Xbox for so long. You know, there isn't this case of like, especially when, say for example, right, Spider-Man, Shattered Dimensions, and Edge of Time, I think it's called, owned by Activision. PC pulled it. You know, you can't find the game anywhere on PC unless you download it illegally. Yeah, a physical copy, you can. And Xbox still allow you to play it on older systems. You know, you can't find it, you can't buy it on PC. Okay. That's the thing. If it was like PlayStation 3, most of those died out. There's barely any left. Microsoft build things to last. Even though they upgrade them, they still think about them. Hence, you know, 360s... Well, the 360 area of backwards compatibility runs off its own emulator, which Microsoft made. Whereas on PlayStation, it was purely, you know, through a cloud system, because they didn't know how to make an emulator. Now, obviously, everyone's entitled to their opinions. Both consoles and both companies have their merits when it comes down to certain things. You know, so you can't take my word as gospel. At the end of the day, it's just an opinion. But I'd be interested to what you guys think. Drop a comment down below of what your opinion is on that all, on backwards compatibility as a whole. Because I know Microsoft at one point have stopped like platforming it. But there's still the odd Xbox title just randomly dropping in, I've noticed, onto the library. Even if you can't physically buy it on the digital marketplace, you can still play it on an older system, like Left 4 Dead for example. You can't physically buy it unless you've bought it from the 360 store, or you just have a physical copy of it. Oh my god. And this entire segment of me chatting away, I have not scored. I've taken 2 very close calls. And something, you know. I take this moment of... I can't get my words out. I can never get my words out. I take opportunities like this when I'm playing an older game to discuss things older game related. If you have any questions or curiosities that I might be able to answer for you, drop a comment. Anything. Just drop a comment, drop a like. It all goes to a good cause. I'm trying to create a space that's open and communicative on this channel. About time. About fucking time. Oh, I really thought this game was going to go to fucking penalties. Okay. See if I can see this game off in the next 10 milliminutes, I'm going to call them. I prevented a cross. Yeah, let's go this to Quadrado on, even though it's out of position, but you know. Oh. I was there to receive it. Oh, through ball, chip through ball opportunity, crossing opportunity. Oh, that had landed by his foot. He could have volleyed that. All in all, with this particular FIFA, it's not too dissimilar to FIFA 18. There wasn't a lot of difference that they made. Slightly better graphics. Beautiful goal. Slightly better graphics. It's kind of like when you get a new Samsung Galaxy. It's normally the odd number. I can't remember who said it. There was someone who said it to me at one point, where it was either the odd or the even numbers were the untethered ones, and then it was the ones after that that fixed all the issues. Hence why like the S22 and the S23 look very similar. Oh no, actually tell a lie, it's the even numbers that are better, it's the odd numbers that aren't. So the S23 and the S24 look similar to each other, whereas the S22 and the S21 look similar to each other. I might be chatting complete shit right now, but as I say, if I'm wrong, drop a comment down below. There we go. Nearly at the end. Oh, he scored can't remember what it's called. Oh, was it off? Oh no, it wasn't off. I can't remember the word is for it. Consolidation? I think I got that extremely wrong. So we come to the end of the video. I know I spent most of it yapping away about random subjects, but it invites conversation and sparks curiosity, so why not? Anyways, if you did enjoy the video and the constant yapping, please leave a like, subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification button to be alerted to new videos and live streams when I eventually get around to doing them, because I do them few and far between. And I will see you in the next one.